Genius Nation, what's going on? Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, and as always, super excited that you are here with us on this beautiful day, this beautiful Sunday in February. I hope wherever you are in the world, your day is starting off magnificent and you're ready to crush it. So if you have been following us for any amount of time, this is episode number 87. So if you've been following us for any amount of time, you know on Sunday is what we call our game planning day. This is the day that we set up our week. This is the day that we set up our success. This is the day that we plan our wins. And so wherever you are, I hope that you're taking some time today to set up your week. I started using this principle and this philosophy or this strategy years ago when I started working with professional athletes, and I started asking them just about their day and how their day went. And as a professional athlete, they would have all of their days planned out. They would have all their days planned out. And so, for instance, I have a couple of clients that are NFL players. And so normally in the NFL, your game day is Sunday. That's game day. Sunday, that's game day. So they would break down for me how their week went. So Sunday, they would play the game. Sunday, they would play the game. So on game day, that's when you need to be dialed in. You need to be 100%, right? Dialed in. You need to give your best effort. Then for them on Monday would be a rest day because they just came off of game day. So for them, Monday would be a rest day. Then Tuesday, they would come into the office, they would come into the facility, and they would have team meetings. On team meeting day, they would review what just happened this past Sunday, right? What just happened the last game that they played. The coach would call out some good things, some bad things, whatever. Wednesday, they would start to prepare for the next Sunday, their next game day. So then Wednesday, they're preparing. Thursday, they would have practice. They would talk with their specialized coaching and they would have practice. Then on Friday, they would do a walkthrough of what they want to do on Sunday. They would do a walkthrough of their game plan. And one of the things that I learned was that the offensive coordinator, the person who handled the offense, the quarterback, running backs, wide receivers, that they would set up maybe between 15 to 25 initial plays that they want to run in the game. So they go into the game knowing what they want to do. They don't wait until Sunday to try to figure out what they're going to do. They would have about 15 to 25 plays. So they know when we get the ball, the very first play we're going to run is this. The second play we're going to run is this. Third play we're going to run is this. And then they would make modifications and adjustments as needed. But they would go in with a game plan. And that's what I suggest for you, to go into your week with a game plan. So it's just simple. You know, I wrote a little post on Facebook about these yellow legal pads, right? And so for me, I have written up here week of February 25th game plan. And I have written out Monday through Saturday. So for me, I know on Monday, I have to produce a newsletter. That's when our newsletter comes out. It comes out on LinkedIn. So we post it on LinkedIn. We do a newsletter for LinkedIn. So I know that I have to do that. And then I have a special webinar, and I'm going to post this link inside our group on Facebook. I'm doing a special webinar Monday with three of my colleagues. If you are an influencer, if you are an entrepreneur, business person, or a speaker, you want to make sure that you register for this webinar. It's a free webinar. And I have three colleagues that are in the industry with me. Ramon Ray, Tony Chapman, Dr. Delatoro McNeil. And we have a little mastermind that we meet literally every Monday morning. We meet, and what we decided to do, because the conversations inside this mastermind, they get really good, and we go and we look at our businesses and mind map and all that kind of stuff. And what we decided to do was open up this meeting to everybody. And we're calling it kind of like a fly on the wall. Like you could be a fly on the wall and just kind of listen into as we interact, but then you'll also have an opportunity to ask questions. And so I'm going to put the link inside the group so you can go and register. Once again, it's free for you to register, but I mean, it's going to be explosive. It starts at 11, let's see, it starts at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so when I put the link up there, when you go to the link, you'll see all the information. But tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I have some information that I want to put out to some of my team members. So I have that here. And then Monday night as well, we do a question and answer, a Q&A. This is your opportunity where you can come in and you can ask me any questions about business, about personal development, about life. We do that every Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so the link will be inside the group there. So, but this is, as it relates to preparation, this is what I know I have to do. So this is what my day is looking like. So I know, okay, boom, for Q&A, it lets me, what this does when you game plan, it helps you manage your energy. So I know I have quite a bit going on Monday. So even on today, it lets me know how to manage my energy, because tomorrow for me is a game day. Tomorrow for me, we got the webinar, we got the Q&A. So for me, that's game day. Anytime I'm getting in front of people, that's game day for me, right? Anytime I'm getting in front of people for an extensive amount of time and I want to share information and things like that, that's game day for me. Then Tuesday, I have my team meeting with the team. I have a meeting with a potential client. I have to send out some emails. We have an event that's happening later on in the week. And so I have to send out some emails regarding that. On Wednesday, I'm prepping for that event that starts on Friday. And then I have another event that I'm prepping for. And then I have two coaching clients that I'll be working with on Wednesday. Tuesday, I'm going to review for our event that's starting. Thursday, I'm going to review for our event that's starting on Friday. Then Friday, that event starts. It goes from Friday to Sunday. So those, I have 3 game days back to back to back, right? So I get to manage my energy. So Thursday, on my schedule, I have a pretty light day. I'm not meeting with anybody. I don't have any meetings. I'm not doing anything strenuous, because I know Friday, Saturday, Sunday is game day and I have to be at my best. And so now going into this week, I know now how to manage my energy. I know, what's going on. And now just thinking about it, this is why this is so good. And something else I wanted to mention to you, we just launched yesterday. We just launched my brand new podcast called The Will to Win Show with Dr. Will. So also inside the group, be looking for that link. You can also access it on my YouTube page, Dr. Will Speaks YouTube. We've already got episode number 1 up. So you can go check that out. But that just reminds me, I have to do another episode. So I got to look through my week here and put in a day that we're going to record that podcast and get that up. So I now know, because Friday, Saturday, Sunday is game day, I need to fit that recording in a little bit earlier in the week. So as I'm looking at my schedule, I'm looking, okay, just, Tuesday looks like it may be the day that I need to do this. right? And then we produce the podcast. We'll release it on Thursday, I believe. That's going to be the day we release the podcast, on Thursday. So just game planning allows you to think things through, see things through, even though I didn't have that initially written in my plan. Because I'm reviewing it right now, I can make the adjustments and put that in the plan. And so this type of stuff, once again, this type of stuff, like I tell people all the time, is what we call like the unsexiness of business, organizing your day and strategizing your day. It's not the bells and whistles. It's not the bells and whistles. But as I shared with you yesterday, these are seeds. These are seeds of organization. These are seeds of productivity. And the harvest, as I told you yesterday, the harvest is always bigger than the seed. The harvest is always bigger than the seed. So when you start putting your week, your days, and strategizing your days like this, the result that you're going to get, the harvest that you're going to get is going to be so much better. See, by me doing this planning on Sunday, I'm going to be far more effective, right? Far more effective than I would if I didn't do this, because now I get to, right? I know I have an event coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Because I'm thinking about it right now, it allows me to think about it. Oh, you know what? I forgot that. Oh, you know what? We want to change this around. I now have time to do that. Before Friday, right? Before Friday, I have over 80 hours, over 90 hours, right? To think about that. Right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 24 hours a day. I have over 90 hours, right, to give attention to it. And so we have time to adjust. We have time to modify and things like that. So game planning for your week, it's going to be very beneficial for you. It's going to be very beneficial. Now, up front, it gets a little bit laborious thinking through and making sure. And this is what I know, once you start doing this, your week, for the most part, usually is going to be pretty routine, right? My week is pretty routine. I know on Monday, I do my newsletter. I do my Q&A. On Tuesday, I have my team meeting. On Tuesday and Wednesday is also the days that I have coaching clients. Thursday is project days and things like that. Friday, have a team meeting and things like that. So the more systematic you get, the more productive you can be. So remember, tomorrow we have the webinar. I'm going to put the link in the group. I'll remind you, because we'll be back here for the Daily Genius as well. So I'll remind you again at our 7 o'clock hour when we meet up, 9 a.m. EST time, when we do the Daily Genius. I'll remind you. And then that night, Monday night, we have Q&A. And once again, just make this a part of, like, as you're going through your week, as you're going through your list, maybe you come up with some challenges or some obstacles, or you just have some questions, or maybe you just want to run something by some other people. That's what Q&A is for. So take advantage of that. Like, maybe you just have some ideas that you want to get some feedback from. So let's use Q&A for that, and come and ask your questions. Don't take this journey. Don't walk this journey alone. This is a great opportunity for you to get some great feedback. So that's Q&A. And then, as I said about the podcast, go check out the podcast. I'm really excited about the podcast because it's going to give me an opportunity to talk about some things. Like here, I try to keep it between 10 and 15 minutes, but on the podcast, I'm going to get to elaborate. I'm going to tell you some great stories. I'm going to have some great guests on there, but it just allows me, there's a lot of topics that I want to talk about here on this platform and on my other Facebook platform. I try to keep it motivational and inspirational and things like that, but there's some other parts of life that interest me that I want to explore with you guys. So that's why we're doing the podcast. So I'm really excited about that. So go out there, guys, and have an amazing day today. I will see you back here for the Daily Genius tomorrow morning. All right, guys, have a great day.